Alright then. Hello, welcome to the PC report. It's Anton here. Scottish elections are just around the corner, and we just posted our leaflet reviews for the Green Party, the Conservative Party, and the Labour Party. And just in the last couple of days, I've just gotten like um, so many more leaflets in the mail, and I've seen that there are quite a lot of the kind of smaller parties have pushed their leaflet through my door. So yeah, instead of reacting to the bigger parties, I think it'd be quite fun to kind of go through the kind of smaller, more obscure parties and see what they've got to say, because they're not generally parties that get given a big platform through the national media or anything. But quite interesting to see that these parties exist um, and are in our society. So we've got more of the major parties. I don't think we've done a review for the SNP yet. So I think Mark and I are going to get together and do that. But for now, we're just going to go through all the smaller parties and see what they've got to say. So I haven't heard of a couple of these before. So we're going to start with Scottish Family Party. So I haven't had a look at this before reviewing it. So I'm guessing it's probably socially conservative, kind of, perhaps a bit of Christian party, and we'll see what they've got to say. So I think we start on this side, and it says, "Vote Scottish Family Party. There's a void in Scottish politics, and we're here to fill it." That's what quite a lot of the smaller parties say. We value families as the building blocks of a strong nation, offering financial assistance. Okay, would that mean like more child benefit, things like that? And yeah, you'd expect the Scottish Family Party to be pro-family, so that makes sense. So that's kind of their motto, their founding statement. We respect life, opposing both abortion on demand and assisted suicide. I don't particularly like the phrase opposing abortion on demand. Makes it sound like it's just something women do or whatever. Nobody. I don't think anyone likes having abortions. But it is it is something that we should support. Women being able to decide for themselves. And they don't specify if There's always the argument where like, oh, we oppose abortion, but not if it's like I wonder how extreme they are on this, because some people think that like even like rape and like child abuse, like even we can't even abort those ones because life starts at conception rather than like third trimester when nerves in the brain or whatever. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how kind of hard line they are on that one. And assisted suicide, it's like yeah, but like what if the older so I remember my godfather actually was in went to a hospice, and he just died like a really slow and painful death, like horrendous to watch really. So then it's like, shouldn't we allow these people who are in like chronic pain and who are going to die as a matter of time anyway, wouldn't you, wouldn't you want them to be in control of their life? It's their decision. It's not like the hospice is going to arbitrarily murder them or whatever. Yeah, I don't think I agree with them on either of those things. We should no one's like pro abortion, like, oh, this is a great idea, but it's something that we need to support. And then as it gives women ultimate power over their own life. Yeah, once again, you could flip these on their heads and be actually, why won't we limit women and elderly who are chronically in pain be in control of their life? I'm kind of against them on both of those things. So we protect children from vulgar and corrupting sex education. Oh yeah, they're going. Wasn't quite expecting them to go that far, but no, it's kind of going in a predicted way. So I'm guessing they're talking about how primary school children shouldn't be taught sex education or anything like that. So no, yeah. Yeah, quite socially kind of conservative in that. It's to be expected, I guess. Let's see how much further they go. We support parenting, fair tax allowance and benefits for families with a full-time parent. Yeah, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That sounds like, we already have like the child benefit and stuff like that, and you know, maybe we should kind of encourage, um, you know, we should encourage both, and this isn't just like for like, like I said, full-time parent. This could be the mother or the father to be, at home more. Maybe that could be a good thing for the child's development and all that, rather than them just being in school the whole time or like after school. So yeah, that's not necessarily a bad thing actually. The other ones are a bit suspect, but yeah, okay. I can see we support parenting, and then we demand academic rigor and good behaviour in schools. Okay, okay. That's a bit vague, but would that be like the bringing back of um, physical punishment or things like that? Yeah, I'm not sure what they're saying there. Everyone wants good behaviour in schools, so the fact that you demand it doesn't mean that doesn't really mean anything there. So yeah, I've no idea what they're saying there, to be honest. That's just a truism. Everyone wants that good behaviour in schools. And then we promote marriage. Okay, predictable. So, like I said at the top, we value families. We promote marriage. Stable family life benefits everyone. And, once again, that's kind of a truism. Not necessarily the marriage thing, but, stable family life does give. But that isn't necessarily something that comes from marriage. It just means, having a stable home. Yeah, and then we protect free speech. Okay, they're going down that line again. Opposing all hate speech legislation. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. But I just wonder if they really do oppose all hate speech legislation, because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm pro free speech, and then when it comes to something that they actually care about, then all of a sudden they're like, I can't believe, how is this person allowed to say these things? So I think it's very easy to say, and a lot of kind of the more right wing parties are like, oh, we're all pro free speech, but when institutions and like I said, social movements that they care about get attacked, then all of a sudden they're kind of anti free speech. So once again, they're kind of going for the traditional family values, and then free speech route, and then we oppose transgender ideology. Ooh, okay, they've gone there. Especially the confusing of children. Okay, they've kind of worded that a bit strongly. I think if they were to bring this up as an issue, there's a kind of better way of coming to the table than just kind of going out there and saying confusing children. I don't want to get into that debate, but they kind of come in a bit of from a negative place there. Yeah, the confusing children. Yeah, okay. And then the backside of it is moving beyond the stale old issues. That sounds a bit like the Labour Party's line. They give in, we must move on from the old arguments and move on, blah blah blah, come together. So they're kind of going that route as well. We need some fresh thinking and new ideas. Yeah, but none of these are new ideas. These are all kind of socially conservative, traditional ideas. They're not new in any sense of the imagination. So that's just something they're saying. Our central focus of strengthening family life could solve many problems in Scotland, from drug abuse to youth mental health and crime to population decline. Oh, from crime to population decline. Okay, so there's being stronger families, people will have more kids and things like that, I guess. And then, I guess there could be an argument for, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to like not be harsh on these people, but yeah, maybe there could be an argument for, stronger families or whatever would kind of, I'm not sure if there's evidence for that, but like might help, younger people not kind of seek guidance from other places, and that might lead to, I'm not saying drug abuse or something like that, but that might lead to like a different path or something. I'm not sure. Our manifesto is packed with inspiring policies. Visit our website and social media to see our policies on COVID, independence, and more. So yeah, that's the whole thing. I kind of that was quite that was quite fun. But yeah, they don't really kind of plot out their policies at all, and I kind of really like it when people do kind of elaborate why we should vote, like the how behind their values, whereas this is kind of very much just this is what we stand for. But yeah, okay, that was interesting. won't be voting for them. But no, that's I'd honestly never heard of this party before, so interesting to see. And I guess they do. They like they said, their manifesto's online, so they probably will break down what they actually stand for online. But I kind of like it when they have it in a leaflet, to be, because it's just like, everyone stands for, not necessarily these people haven't kind of said the traditional things, but it's like everyone stands for creating jobs, funding the NHS, like, yeah, but how? Like, what are you actually going to do? So I think this is a kind of good entry level thing to the family party if there's someone you want to vote for. But yeah, I'm not sure I agree with much of what they're saying. But yeah, that was them.